Hi everyone, DJ here. Welcome to Lego Worlds. Today, I'm probably gonna be doing another talk about. It's probably the last talk about I'll be doing for a while, by the way. And I should have done a video of talking about this for about since 2023 after I finished watching Lego Ninjago Master Penjitsu, and that is talking about the best to the worst seasons of Lego Ninjago. My opinion, by the way. So this will be a very interesting video to talk about, by the way, because since I have been watching Lego Ninjago Magic Penjitsu and pretty much for Lego Ninjago itself, I pretty want to start off with Lego Ninjago Magic Penjitsu season to pretty much like rank it to the best to the worst season. So this will be a very interesting talk about in today's Lego World video. So I'll wait no time as always. Let's get into this. So let's go ahead and talk about season one. Now, I know season one was pretty much like really the most iconic for Lego Ninjago when I started watching it in 2011, because this is where me and everybody else that started getting to the fandom of Lego Ninjago, because I love the characters, by the way. I love pretty much like Master Wu, Kai, Cole, Jay, Zane, and Nia. Especially like most of like Kai, Jay, and pretty much Zane, because when I saw like Kai, how he pretty much like act towards like pretty much like how like hot-headed he is, I know I love this character. I know I love this character right for the first time when I start hearing what he doing, by the way. Then pretty much like Jay itself, like Jay, like when you started getting to like pretty much like Nia, it's kind of remind me of like 2012 where Donatello again like love interest to April, which was like pretty much very funny. So it's kind of remind me of that. Then pretty much like Cole kind of does remind me of Michelangelo, because he pretty much like kind of like pretty much like eats a lot, by the way, because he loves eating cake, and pretty much Michelangelo love eating pizza. So I can tell these two are pretty alike, by the way. And then Zane, I don't think Zane kind of remind me of nobody. But I mean, Zane is pretty much chill, by the way. So even though he is a robot, by the way, made by his father, so which is pretty much like crazy when I first time saw that, by the way. So, but still, that was pretty much good. And then being like Lord Garbodon, especially Garbodon himself, by the way, which was pretty much nice. I mean, like I didn't know like pretty much like over like pretty like around like 2011, by the way, that I didn't know that Lord Garbodon was pretty much like the son of Garbodon, by the way. But still, that was still crazy, by the way. I mean, I enjoyed like season one. Season one was probably like one of my favorite seasons to pretty much start off with period with Lego Ninjago, especially the pilot as well, because the pilot was pretty much good when I first time saw it, by the way. But still, it's been like over like years now since that season came out, by the way. But still, that's still a good season to today. Then next one is season two. Now, if I can refresh my memory a little bit from season two, because season two has been so long since I watched, by the way, because I did came back watching Lego Ninjago back around 2022, and I remember watching like all season one and season two about like over hours, like literally in like one day, by the way. So which is pretty much crazy. But I do remember in season two that they were trying to stop Garbodon, and pretty much like Garbodon created the Overlord. Then Nia turned evil. Yeah, I remember Nia turning evil, by the way. And then pretty much the final battle. I'm telling you what, the final battle when Lloyd turned like pretty much like the Golden Ninja. Yeah, I know that one was pretty much hype. But still, after that, by the way, we pretty much saw like Garbodon pretty much turn like pretty much back into a pretty much back to his like his human self, by the way. And I'll tell you what, when I saw that, by the way, especially from what was it, his wife as well, by the way, I forgot her name. But still, that ending right there was probably like should have ended the Lego Ninjago series, by the way, because I feel like season two itself, like the ending was pretty much like good. So I forgot to pretty much say best, by the way, for season one. But still, season two was great. I love season two. Still probably like the greatest, season I've seen from like over back around pretty much years later, by the way, till like 3 years now. So which is pretty much great. So that season is pretty much the best, by the way, and so is season one. Alright, next one is season 3 rebooted. Now, look, I love season 3 rebooted, but like, I don't really like the Overlord. I'm sorry if everyone loves the Overlord. I don't really like the Overlord at all. I think the Overlord kind of sounds like kind of a little bit like pretty much boring to me at that opinion, by the way. I mean, even though like Zane defeated him and pretty much like in season 3 and pretty much sacrificed himself, but I mean. I just don't know. I just like 20 like when it came out, like 2013 or 20, yeah, I think it came out like 2013 if I remember. Yeah. But I believe in like in 2013 when like that season came out, by the way. The only thing I did like about the season is that like Zane and Pixel, like when I first saw Pixel, I know how she been getting trolled by Overlord. I feel like that like when she was right beside Zane, I feel like Zane and X Pixel was starting to come in, by the way, because most of all, I do love the Zane and Pixel love going on, by the way. So it's very something, because I know how Zane is pretty much like chill, and so is Pixel pretty much like chill and worried about Zane all the time, which is like pretty much adorable. But still, season 3 rebooted was still alright, but I just didn't like the villain. I'm just saying this as my opinion, everyone, so please don't take it really too serious about the Overlord. But hopefully, probably like soon enough, maybe I'll probably have to watch season 3 again and see how much I like the Overlord. And if it does change my mind, I'll probably put him probably as a like. But still, season 3, I wouldn't say it's probably like the worst season. I probably say it's like the best season, so which is pretty much great. So season 3 rebooted is probably the best season, pretty much for this one in my opinion. All right, next one is season 4 of Tournament of Elements. Now, everyone knows about Tournament of Elements. This is literally like the Mortal Kombat. It's literally Mortal Kombat. And I'm telling you what, when I first time saw this season, I was like, okay, this is pretty much getting hype. But when I saw like most like the other Lego Ninjago characters have powers, by the way, kind of remind me of like Mortal Kombat going on, by the way, I know this is about to be hype. And season 4 was probably the best season I ever seen, like literally from the show. Like, I don't know if I hope nobody does not hate season 4, because if you do, that's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. But like the villain himself, Master Chen, I do love Master Chen, by the way, and I do love how Garbodor pretty much like goes with the ninja after Zane sacrificed himself, even though he's pretty much still alive, by the way. And let me tell you what, like the father and son going on, by the way, was pretty much just like really like really cool, by the way. And still, like the whole entire season, especially like the ending, I know it's kind of sad to see like Garbodor's gone, by the way, like his human self, by the way, because I do really miss how like that Garbodor was till like his Oni form. But still, season 4 was like one of the best seasons I have ever seen, especially like the moment where like Kai tried getting into Skylar, which I think Skylar's like powers were kind of like very interesting. Cause she pretty much could like take anybody else's power and pretty much use them, which is kind of crazy. Cause I thought she pretty much had like fire when I first time saw her, by the way. Cause I know like when Kai saw that, I was like, oh, he's about to get interest with her. But no, she pretty much just took people's power, by the way. So that's very something. So she probably just touched his hand and pretty much just took his flaming powers. So that's pretty much kind of crazy. But still, season 4 is probably one of the best seasons I ever seen. Really was. So season 4 is pretty much ranking the best one. All right, season 5. Now, season 5, I'm telling you what, season 5 being like a whole entire like haunted season was pretty much crazy. I forgot who the villain was, by the way, because he's one of my favorite villains as well from that season. But still, season 5, haunted going on, the villain, the villains themselves, by the way, not the ghosts. Well, one of them probably didn't do that much. And pretty much the ending of it, by the way, was good. I feel like the ending to that, by the way, was pretty much very something, by the way, because even though that Master Wu trained his own student, by the way, and pretty much he died and pretty much had to sacrifice himself because he couldn't pull himself to Wu, by the way, was really sad. But still, season 5, one of the best seasons I ever seen too. In my literally one of the best seasons I love, by the way. Like season 5 is like just the best. And that's pretty all I gotta say right there. So season 5, you're pretty much the best season right there. Alright, next one is season 6 Skybound. Ooh, now I just watched Skybound just pretty much over around 2023, around the summer. And I'm telling you what, the villain itself was pretty much good. I like how he was trying to bring back his wife, which I forgot her name as well, that basically like from the dead, and pretty much using like Nia as like pretty much like the spirit. It was kind of very interesting. Like the villain himself, by the way, was just tricking the ninjas, by the way. It's like he felt like a little bit like a troller. And I did like that villain, by the way. I also forgot his name as well, by the way. But still, that villain right there was probably like one of the most very interesting villains I ever seen from season 6. Because this was my first time watching season 6 back around 2023. So which was very something. And then pretty much like Jay getting like adopted, by the way, was like to me surprised, by the way, because Usually I want to know if like that was like pretty like Jay's real parents, but no, he was pretty much adopted this whole entire time, so which is pretty much crazy. And you know what? Before I get into season 7, pretty much this, he did had a pretty much like a dad, by the way, which I think he was like a what, like a rock star, I believe, or a musician. I'm not trying to like represent of like cold dad. I'm trying to think he was like a rock star or something like that. But still, that season right there with Jay and basically like him having his own season, by the way, was pretty much crazy. So I'm glad that basically that I enjoyed season 6, so which is pretty much great. All right, so next one is pretty much season 7, and also yeah, that one's pretty much the best. Now season 7, God, look, I don't know if everybody really loves Hands of Time, by the way. I mean, I did like the villain, by the way, like the Time Twins a little bit. One of the Time Twins, but like the villain is like the season itself is just, oh God, it's kind of killing me, by the way. It kind of killed me right there, by the way, because the I'm not trying to say nothing about like bad for like the voice acting and all that stuff, but why they were acting like, why was that scene when they were talking like they were in the Middle Ages, like Kai and Neil were talking like said. What should we do, brother? We should be doing, brother. It's like, what should we be doing, sister? And I'm just like, oh, Lord. Oh, the good. Oh, my God. The actor is so bad. It's so bad. Look, I love looking at Ninjago, but season 7 was just so hard to watch a little bit until the only that impressed me like one of the episodes it was pretty much at the end. I'm sorry. No disrespect to Lego Ninjago, especially like itself by the way for season 7, but oh my God, that season it just gets so bad. But you know what? The end itself was good. I like how Wu pretty much like sacrificed himself, by the way, until he comes back around pretty like season 8, by the way, like as like a baby, or I think it was like season 9, by the way. So it was very something. So season 7, you're pretty much like the worst season like the whole entire time, by the way. And let me mind, these are just opinions, by the way, so please don't take it too seriously. Alright, the next one it is Sons of Garmadon. Now, Sons of Garmadon really took me by surprise because the ninjas start changing their look after like pretty much like kind of gave me like One Piece vibe, by the way. That pretty much they use like their movie styles in that season, by the way, which is pretty much like crazy. And I remember when like Jay how he looks, Cole look how he looks, Kai look how he looks, by the way. And remember everyone how they look, by the way, which is pretty much like insane. Like everyone changed in that time when even like people, I think this taking place like season 7 like Hands of Time, which is pretty much like crazy. But like season 8 itself was pretty much like insane because most of all like what's her name, Princess Harumi, that she trying to revive Garmadon because like her parents got killed and pretty much like in the hotel because the ninja didn't save her parent, by the way. And that was like, they said it was like back around when the dragon came out. So it's probably been like season 1 or season 2. So it is very interesting. Then pretty much what? The Sons of Garmadon like pretty much like gang. Like themselves were pretty much cool villains. I did like the one they had like the Onis and stuff like that. So I could say that season 8 itself was pretty much like really interesting. Especially like Garmadon coming back, what pretty much known as his Oni form, by the way, was pretty much insane. So I could say season 8 is probably one of the most best seasons I ever watched. One of the most best seasons. Especially that what was it? That Rock Samurai? Yeah, that one was crazy as well. So season 8 is probably one of the best seasons I ever watched from that year of 2023. Alright, next one is season 9 Haunted. Now, Haunted was pretty much good, by the way. I feel like Haunted was like one of the seasons that you were pretty much watching, like if you were like watching like The Wasteland, by the way, like seeing like seeing how Wu pretty much getting like more like to a teenager vibe, by the way, because he's like him as a teenager was pretty much cool to see. Then him pretty much like turn back kind of like a little bit older, by the way, until like the very end of defeating like Garmadon, by the way, was pretty much nice. And I felt like season 9 itself was pretty much like good. But I think the villain itself from like that season didn't do that much. I mean, he did got like pretty much killed, by the way, or pretty much turned to a statue, I believe. But still, I mean, Haunted was pretty much good. I didn't really like the villain, but hey, I did love the ending, especially with Person Harumi pretty much being like died, by the way, even though she just got crushed by a whole entire like hotel by a whole entire building, which is pretty much insane. That's probably one of the most cruelest deaths I ever seen from Lego Ninjago. But still, that was pretty much good. So season 9, that's literally one of the most best seasons. All right, and the last season we have for today, it is season 10 of Skeleton. Skeleton, leave me alone. All right, as I was saying, season 10. What was it? March of the Oni. Now I remember March of the Oni being like one of the most. Look, I love March of the Oni, but I feel like that season was too short. By the way, they made the season a little bit too short. I mean, first of all, I kind of feel bad for the villain not having like much of screen time because like I feel like I didn't even gonna call him like the leader of the Oni. Like the leader of the Oni didn't really do that much. I mean, all he did was just did like 4 episodes, and like all entire Oni just came by, and then pretty much they just died at like that quickly. I feel like season 10 should have been a lot more longer to see how much the Oni do, but like come on, Lego Ninjago, you could have done that season a lot more better. But even though that season from like 2019, about like almost 6 years later, well, it's 6 years now actually for 2019. But still, they should have done that season better. By the way, I would have liked season 10 more if they just did like more longer, but by the way, but still, it was an alright season. I mean, I did like how the Master what's his name, Master it's been so long since I watched the show right now. I'm just calling Master Spinjitzu, or Master of the Lego Ninjago. To pretty much came out and seeing like Lloyd, by the way, even though we don't know what his face looked like. But still, I love how he did appear up pretty much at the end of March of the Oni, so which was great. So season 10 was pretty much a little bit the best, even though it was a short season, but it's still the best to this day. All right, so what's y'all opinion to all my scenes, by the way, especially from best to the worst? I know I try to get so much in my head right there, by the way, because since I haven't watched the show so long, by the way, I'm like pretty much now in track with like Lego Ninjago Dragon Rising. I feel like talking about those seasons right now was pretty much feeling good to pretty much talk about, because I mostly like loved them. I mostly like hated them, by the way, especially from season 7. And I feel like that Lego Ninjago to today is still strong. We're still strong, by the way, for pretty much like the for the fandom, especially Lego Ninjago fans ourselves, and pretty much me. So hopefully the show will still be going on. It will still be like probably like the only Cartoon Network show. The only Cartoon Network show that's still going on. But yeah, but what and one, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoy, you already know what to do. Also, Plumber Zone Golfer 2 will be downloading today after this video uploaded. So y'all probably seeing me talking about this now while the video is pretty much uploaded. And there will be a poll later on as well around afternoon while y'all watching the video as well. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.